So,
So Abhijit,
yes, Dr. Saransh, today we are going to talk about parents and especially about Indian parents and their role in our lives, and also about the mutual codependence of parents and children, especially in Indian society.
see what I was going to tell you, Abhijit, is that I want to make this topic very specific and narrowed down to the responsibilities of children, like born in India, Indian
Hmm.
children, or maybe children who have the same upbringing like we too have had,
Hmm.
or similar, middle class or whatever. But the thing is, I want to talk about the responsibilities of children towards their parents.
Yeah.
Like when they grow up, how much can they live their lives by their own rules? Like
Hmm.
we cannot deny the fact that we have been influenced heavily by the Western
Yeah, that
culture
is true.
or the US, the United States hegemony, the
That
cultural
is true.
hegemony that we all live under, but we don't
Hmm.
realize. Like as simple as wearing jeans and all. So the thing is, we have been influenced heavily by the Western culture, and we think that that is something which we aspire to become one day, like being free, being liberal.
That is the word that I was gonna use. I think I think
Yeah.
the two different streams of thought here are, I mean, there are two different ways of living life, okay? And in the Eastern cultures, whether it is Indian culture or other Southeast
The Oriental
Oriental
cultures.
cultures, the way of living life is fundamentally different. So in the in the
Hmm.
in the Eastern cultures, people have to
Hmm.
accommodate to the society, basically. Like we
Okay.
believe that no individual lives alone. We
Yes.
believe that you are an
Yes.
integral
Yes.
part of society, and also
Yes.
you are dependent on the people around you.
Vasudhaiv Kudumbakam.
Yeah, yeah. So we behave as if your society is literally like your family. So people are expected to treat
Hmm.
elders with respect, even if they are strangers, even if they are not related to you.
Hmm.
People are expected to take care of the poor and the unfortunate, even if you don't have any
Hmm.
obligation towards them. And at the same time, people are expected
Hmm.
to live by the rules of their society, even if they don't agree with it. On the other hand,
Yes.
in Western cultures and in the liberal way of living life, you are not dependent on the people around you, and you are not responsible for the people around you. They believe that everyone should take care of themselves.
Not everyone believes that in Western philosophy, I think. But majorly, I get your point.
Yeah, people are more.
Like, they are not they are not obligated to help everyone. Even we are not obligated to help everyone around us. But the thing is, the general inclination of a Oriental mind
Hmm,
is to believe that the society is your
hmm.
family, and the Western mind is to believe in
Individualism, yeah.
individualistic opportunities
Yeah, that is true.
and treating everyone as a specific soul or a person who has his or her own dreams and all. But I think that they also have a little sense of mutual
That is
responsibilities and
true.
shared
Of course. I don't
responsibilities.
mean that they they don't have any sense of
Yeah,
responsibility towards their society. But I
yeah,
would
yeah,
say
yeah.
that,
Yeah, but I get
hmm,
your point.
hmm,
So the thing is, coming back to a point, I was saying that this dilemma, like people of your age and my age might be living in right now, like to chase their dreams and be themselves and having those moral obligations, those familial obligations of helping their family, their society, their their parents,
Yeah.
taking care of them for the rest of their lives. There has to be a balance in between. That balance is very difficult to find. You know what I'm saying?
Or should there be balance, or is it necessary to have a
Yeah,
balance?
that's also a question.
Yeah, I would.
That's also a question. So let's address the first question first and the second
Sure,
later.
sure. I had one more point to make. I was I was thinking
Yeah.
that this these two patterns that we discussed before, these two ways of living.
Hmm.
One way is living together as a mass of people and living individualistically.
Hmm.
It also reflects in the
Hmm.
style of parenting that is prevalent in these cultures. Or maybe it is the other way around. Maybe it is the way of parenting that
Yeah.
gives rise to uh, a society full of more individualistic people,
The society.
or more communal people.
Yeah.
So you see these differences in the method of parenting also. Kids are encouraged to be
Yes.
independent.
But society only affects the
That is true.
parenting. Huh? The society will affect. People are made up of, like, society is made up of people, and people are a part of society. So it's quite interchangeable.
Hmm.
Who affects whom?
Hmm.
But I agree that the society. You know what? I want to make a
Hmm.
point here that the Oriental cultures are ancient, first
Hmm.
of all, and these Western philosophies are relatively new with respect to liberty and
I would say that
opportunity
their
and
their present cultures are based on the ideas of enlightenment. So
yeah, we know about the Renaissance movement
exactly. So
in Europe.
their present society is a direct outgrowth
Exactly.
of the
Quite.
Renaissance movement, which was a movement to promote individualism and to break
Yeah,
out
there's
from
this
the
word.
shackles of society around you.
Yeah, exactly. They use the word humanism.
Hmm.
That's the word you used. That is why these subjects of art, philosophy, and all those things which are looked down upon in a middle class Indian society's mind,
Hmm.
the subjects to study in 12th,
Uh-huh.
11th, or 12th, these are called
Yes.
humanities for that
Yes.
reason. Because it began with the concept of human being the center of universe instead of God.
Hmm.
That was the break from the church,
Yes.
na?
Yes.
So that led to the Western. So that is exactly my point, na? What I was saying was
Yeah. So their present
that
society is not rooted in their ancient values.
ancient cultures, yeah, ancient. No, they didn't have any, like, they had ancient values, but you know about the civilizations, the Indus Valley civilization and the Mesopotamian and the Yellow River and
No,
all,
what I am saying
the
is,
Egyptian civilization.
No, what I am saying is
No,
they
what I
broke away from
it,
their ancient civilizations and based their societies on
maybe they
modern
did.
values rather than,
Yes, yes,
yeah. On the other hand, we take pride in staying connected to our ancient values and our traditions. I think they
yes.
somewhat look down upon traditions and old values.
But there were many reasons for that, na? Why they looked down upon it and why they had to break from church
That's true.
because of the oppression of the
That's true.
church,
That's true.
the monopoly of the church, the what do you say, the monarchy and all.
Hmm.
There was no
Yeah.
democracy in the first place.
And on the other hand, Indian reformers chose to modify the culture and the religion rather than completely breaking away from their history and traditions, I would say.
Yeah, but I think one point which I would like to make here
Hmm.
is that because these ancient civilizations are ancient, and in the ancient times it was difficult to live alone,
That's
and you
true.
had to live as a group
Hmm.
or a society
Yes.
to be stronger, to be safer. so that led to the development of the concept that everyone is family.
That's true.
Everyone is a person to be taken care of. Everyone is a person to be held responsible for the combined actions of the society.
That's true. That's true.
And these newer concepts began in the late, what, 1500s or 1600s.
Hmm.
And then till that time, humans had settled. Roman Empire had been there. So many reigns have taken their place. The Alexander and all, whatever.
Hmm.
So they knew. So they were settled now. So they could think of this. But Indians or the Oriental culture didn't really had the, what do you say, the intent of thinking on these lines.
Nay, also,
They didn't get stimulus to think on these lines because maybe their all inclusive philosophy was acceptable to all, and they liked it in a
hmm.
way. I don't
Nay, and
know.
also this modern way of living did not come to India till the 19th century, I would say.
Yeah,
So industrialization,
maybe a little before,
huh,
in the 18th century.
yeah, maybe. But even
So
today, even,
what I'm
huh,
saying is that why is the ancient cultures still believing in these societal concepts? Why is that? Why are they still okay with this? Why do we still take pride in? Some people do, not all of them, but
nay,
some
I
people
think,
still believe that
hmm,
संस्कार, तेरे संस्कार किधर है, तुम्हें संस्कार नहीं है. That संस्कार thing I'm
I
talking
think
about.
I really think that it is because still majority of the Indian people are dependent on their society. If you think about it, majority of the Indian people still live in villages and
Mhm.
small communities where they have to
Mhm.
be dependent on
Yes,
others.
they do.
And even the ones that live in
They do.
even the ones that live in cities live in
Hmm.
chawls or slums, or not necessarily areas where they have a lot of space. They still live in close
Hmm.
proximity with their neighbors, even those people who live in cities.
Yes.
तो ऐसा नहीं है कि जो लोग cities में रह रहे हैं उनके सबके पास बंगले हैं and they
Hmm.
have
Hmm.
enough space for themselves.
Hmm.
So
हाँ, मतलब लोग सोसाइटीज में रह रहे हैं.
so I think,
We agree on
yeah,
that.
I think if you go to any city, even a middle-sized city where middle class communities are staying, they are still staying
Hmm.
pretty close to each other. Like your neighbor is just one shout away from you.
हाँ, बिल्कुल
So
बिल्कुल.
yeah, so in a place like that, everything you do is seen by everyone around you.
नहीं मतलब ऐसा ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि वो वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज में या यूरोप में दे आर नॉट लिविंग
No,
क्लोज बाय.
but that makes a difference. Their population density is very less as compared to ours,
ओके
and
ओके ओके.
people have a lot of personal space there, from whether it is the size of their houses, whether it is the number of people around them. And I really think that also makes a difference, because if you see in Mumbai now, there are
Hmm.
20 story towers, okay, 20 floors,
Hmm.
25 floors, and the people
Hmm.
who live in these towers,
Hmm.
they don't know their neighbors, they don't know who stays on the floor below them, they don't
Hmm.
know who stays on the floor above them. And that is
Hmm.
because two reasons: they are completely independent from their neighbors because they are
Hmm.
wealthy and modern. They do not need their
Hmm.
neighbors. And secondly, they have that much space around them, so they can just live their entire life without having to interact with their neighbors.
Hmm.
So I also think that your actual, like, how physically close
Being
how physically
being
close are
independent.
you to other people? Like your physical
Yeah,
distance
that is a point.
also affects your mental distance, also affects your attitude towards the people.
Obviously,
So that
yes.
might be one more reason.
And the second reason, which is more substantial, I think, is the financial autonomy,
huh.
or being self-sufficient
Definitely.
in every aspect of living
That's true.
and sustaining yourself.
Hmm.
That is a major reason, I think, throughout India, be it rural areas, be it urban areas.
Yeah, because people throughout India know that they might need their neighbors anytime, whether it is for security
So
reasons.
you so what we are saying is, this is like a cycle, and once we will reach that per capita income of, like, maybe there's a
Hmm.
threshold after which individualism will
Yeah, that's
explode,
true. I
sort of.
think that's true. Yes.
So it's financially related, or maybe resources are the key here.
Hmm. That is true. Matlab,
Would you agree?
I I think so. Yes, because when I was studying anthropology, I saw the same pattern
Hmm.
there. So people who live in tribal societies, they are
Hmm.
inevitably connected to each other.
Yes.
And yeah, by
Yes.
inevitably I mean they don't have an option.
Hmm.
They if someone lives alone, they die.
Yeah.
So, and there were some examples in my textbook that if a person is
Hmm.
disliked by majority of the tribe, they will
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
take that person out on a hunting trip and break their head or kill them,
Hmm.
and then that
Hmm.
person never comes back to the society. If enough people in the tribe uh, decide that this person does not need to live because
काफी अच्छा रूल है.
yeah, and what we see in our villages, whether it is khap panchayat,
Uh,
whether it is
out, outcast.
outcasting someone or killing someone if they marry
Hmm.
outside their caste, this is
Hmm.
a derivation of
Many Islamic countries still stone those
yeah,
outcasts,
yeah, yeah,
stone them to death.
yeah. I would like to be stoned to death,
Hmm.
but in a different way.
You, nice, nice, nice pun there, Abhijit.
Yeah. By the way, आपकी आवाज बहुत कट हो रही है बीच बीच में. I think you should try connecting to the
अभी भी हो रही
to
है?
the Wi-Fi.
नहीं यार, ये बहुत
हाँ
अच्छा है,
क्या?
कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी. अभी ठीक
नहीं
है.
अभी ठीक है, पर पहले मुझे बहुत अटक रही थी आवाज आपकी बीच में.
तो वो हो सकता है मैं अटक रहा हूँ.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, मतलब क्वालिटी खराब हो रही थी वॉइस की.
वो समझता, वो समझता तेरे को. अच्छा, तो मैं ये बोल रहा था, देख, अब अपन 28 23 पे अपन ने ब्रेक ली है, लिख ले, मैं तो बोलता हूँ.
नहीं लिखने की क्या जरूरत है,
देखो इजी
एडिट
पड़ेगा.
करते टाइम ये
तो
सुनेंगे ना.
ढूंढना पड़ेगा
नहीं
ना तेरे
एडिट करते टाइम सुनते सुनते पता चल ही जाएगा.
को. चल ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है. मैं अब ये
हाँ.
बोल रहा हूँ कि देख, अपन ने काफी अच्छा डिस्कस किया अभी तक, और हम यहाँ तक पहुंच गए हैं कि फैमिलीज में हम क्यों रहते हैं बेसिकली.
हाँ नहीं आई थिंक अब तक हमने सोसाइटी के बारे में डिस्कस किया है.
यहाँ
नाउ वी कैन मेक इट मोर स्पेसिफिक टू फैमिलीज.
मैं तो देखो ये बोल रहा था, यहाँ पे एक क्वेश्चन मेरे दिमाग में आ रहा है कि वी लिव एज सोसाइटी, ठीक है, इंटरडिपेंडेंट सोसाइटी ऑफ अ लो पर कैपिटा इकोनॉमी, ठीक है, वो सब ठीक है. बट एक ना इंडियन कल्चर में, सब कॉन्टिनेंट के कल्चर में, आई थिंक पाकिस्तान इंक्लूडेड, श्रीलंका, बांग्लादेश, नेपाल इंक्लूडेड, भूटान, पता नहीं, मगर जो भी है, इसमें एक फैमिली के अंदर रहना एक अ मैटर ऑफ कंप्लीटनेस है, समझ रहे हो? इट्स लाइक बीइंग कंप्लीट. नहीं तो आप इनकम्प्लीट हो अगर फैमिली नहीं है. तो वो कॉन्सेप्ट कहाँ से आया?
डोंट यू थिंक एवरी कल्चर हैज दैट? मतलब maybe we have a tendency of
नहीं, but
thinking that this is specific.
मैं न्यूक्लियर फैमिली, मैं बोल रहा हूँ जॉइंट फैमिलीज में
नहीं
रहना.
नहीं, पर didn't the entire world?
ये न्यूक्लियर फैमिली कॉन्सेप्ट जो है ना, ये भी देख पोस्ट लिबरलाइजेशन जो अपनी हुई है 1999 1991 रिफॉर्म्स जो हुए हैं उसके बाद
हाँ
शुरू हुआ है न्यूक्लियर फैमिलीज
हाँ,
का
because
concept.
more people started moving to cities,
हाँ, so they started moving to cities because they had
more
more
opportunities, yeah,
opportunities
and
there.
there they could be independent.
So any day a human would pick opportunities over family
नहीं,
or relations. He would pick his individual or personal
see,
progress
I think
over his
I think people
family
नहीं,
obligation.
see, I think people would choose to be in a position where they have a choice, okay? Because many times
Okay.
people living in the rural side of India don't have a choice to be away from their family.
No, but they chose already. They chose to be away.
No, I am saying
That is what I am
that
saying.
when you move out of your family, okay, you have a choice. You have a choice regarding how much you want to stay connected to them. But when and how much you want to be dependent on them, and how much you want to play by their rules.
You want to go away to come back, basically.
ऐसा नहीं है, but I think you want to
नहीं,
go away to get more control over.
Maybe you want to go away to have an option of staying there or coming back. That is what you're saying.
No, I am saying that when you move out of your family, or when you move out of a joint family, you can decide how much connection you want to have, how much dependence you want to have, how much.
That is what I'm saying, na?
But when you are living under the same roof, or when you don't have an option, when you are living in a joint family as a default, you don't have an option. You have to stay under the same roof. You have to play by their rules. You have to take everyone's opinions on your decisions. Do you know what I mean? And that leads to a lot of arguments or a lot of ego clashes, and all of that can be avoided if you move out. And then you can still choose to be close to your family, but if in certain matters you don't want to, you can choose not to. You can choose not to be dependent on them for certain issues, or you can choose to play by your own rules in certain aspects. So I think that is the freedom nuclear families give you. Of course, it's different if you are staying in a different state, or if you are living in a different country, then you are too far from your family. But for example, if you decide to move out of your house and live in the same city as your family, then many people do that because they want more control of their own lives, right? It can become very frustrating to live together with some people, because so now
you also almost live like that.
And now coming back to this point, I think Indian parents have this entitlement that their children should listen to them, or their children should follow their advice, their children should live according to their own rules.
Entitlement
in the sense they believe that they have the right to make decisions on behalf of their children, or their children are obligated to listen to their advice when it comes to major life decisions.
So if I put this question, like, why shouldn't they have that obligation? I'm not a proponent or an opponent of anyone, but I'm just asking a simple question. Why shouldn't they fucking gave you birth? You are there because of them. So why shouldn't they? If you're not a believer of God, then they are the most godly thing you will ever be close to. then why not listen to them? Or why not listen to every advice they have to offer?
That's a good question. And I have talked about this with one of my friends, okay? So,
Hmm. That is the question which runs through my
hmm,
mind
hmm,
like
hmm.
a lot.
So I have now this is a question that I have thought a lot about and talked a lot about with many of my friends, because especially at our age it's a very common it's a common issue that all of us face, because
Hmm.
because this
Yes.
all of our parents have used this dialogue in our lives, that
हाँ,
they gave birth to us,
पैदा किया तेरे को.
and so we are obliged to listen to them. And I think the only answer
Hmm.
that comes to my mind is, just because someone is older than you, or just because someone is more
Hmm.
experienced than you, does not mean that they know more than you, or that they are wiser than you. Now, in many cases,
100%
huh,
agreed.
in many cases, age does give you maturity, and experience does give you wisdom.
Hmm.
But
But not always.
and I think this statement was right in the earlier societies. Like, let's say 100 years ago, if you are living in a village and your
Hmm.
father is a farmer and his father was a farmer and you are a farmer, then of course your father knows much
Hmm.
more about farming than you do, because he has been through
Hmm.
everything that you are going through right now.
Hmm.
But since the last 50 years, I would say, society has been changing drastically, and the speed of change of society just keeps on accelerating. So
Hmm.
society.
What- May I
Huh,
interrupt
huh.
you? I have a question. The thing is, Abhijit, I totally agree with you on this that anyone who's elder is not obligated to be smarter or more
Hmm,
knowledgeable. The question is about moral obligation.
hmm,
Just the fact that they have given you
hmm,
birth or they are the ones who
hmm.
produced you, what moral obligation does it have on you
No, so
to serve them or to maybe uh, follow their orders, if I may say, follow their
okay.
orders?
So now,
Why should you?
if there is a scenario in which you are given some orders and you know that those orders are wrong, you know that
Okay,
your parents in this particular example are wrong.
okay. Yes, they are many
So
times.
now, are you supposed to follow orders, if even when you know that the
No, we
person
are
who
not.
gave you those orders might be
Yes, we
wrong?
are not. Yes, you are right. I agree.
Yeah, so what we can do is try to explain to them our reasoning behind our decisions. We can try to,
What if they don't understand?
and that is a very
Then,
common
then,
possibility,
then leave.
because a lot of the times, see, as I coming back to my previous point, because society changes
Hmm.
so rapidly, your brain
Hmm.
has to adopt to the new rules very rapidly. And I think
Okay.
young people, by definition, are able to do that better than people who are older.
Yes.
So a
Hmm.
person who is,
That is a human.
sorry,
That is human nature.
exactly. So a younger person is able to adopt to new rules much faster than an older person can. So if you ask so
Yes.
the younger generation of today is much more open towards gay marriage, let's say, or rights of
Yes.
same sex marriage, or
Transgender
rights of transsexuals, or women's rights, or feminism, or
women.
yeah, so about caste issues,
Hmm.
about all of these things, the younger generation is more open minded, and the younger generation has adopted the new rules of society faster than the.
And also, when our parents had been younger themselves, they would also have been more open to changes than
Exactly.
their
Yes,
parents.
yes, 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 that is true. So it's very common for parents to be wrong in certain situations, especially in situations that did not exist during their youth, or the things that they did not have to go through. Yeah, because that is where the and I think as we get older, the rate of change of social norms is gonna keep on accelerating. The rate of change of society in general is just gonna keep on accelerating, and we as parents are gonna face even more troubles. Because like if you look at the kids who are 10 years old, 12 years old, 15 years old today, and you realize that they are very different from us also. We can't keep up
भाई
with the
वो
way
तो
they think
शुरू
and
ही
the way
मत
they
कर,
live.
वो तो नेक्स्ट लेवल पे चल रहा है भाई सब कुछ.
Exactly. So it's gonna be even more difficult for us as parents after a few years to deal with the new social norms and the new social direction. So I think it's completely fine, that it's completely normal that people who are older than us can be wrong about certain things. And in our particular case, those older people happen to be our parents. Okay. So I to be honest, earlier you asked
What
earlier
is to be
earlier you asked that just because they gave birth to us, don't they have more rights, or aren't we obliged to follow them? And I don't think that is true. I think it is immoral of them to expect that from us, and I think it is wrong of us to put them on that pedestal. As you said, that they are the closest thing to God, but I disagree with that. I think it is wrong for us to hold them to that standard, because they are also human beings and they are also liable to make mistakes. And in fact, being older than us, they are very prone to making mistakes when it comes to new social issues or new problems in society, whether it is problems regarding technology.
तो यार ये जो रामायण में जो राम ने किया, या फिर जो हमारी रिलीजियस स्क्रिप्चर्स हैं, वो सब क्या है? फिर क्या बोलना उनके बारे में तेरा?
आई थिंक
मतलब ये डेंजरस टेरिटरी में जा रहा हूँ.
Why? I don't think it's dangerous at all.
हाँ, मगर ये ऐसा है कि ना किसी के सेंटिमेंट्स हर्ट हो सकते हैं हमारे लिसनर्स के. बट स्टिल आई वांट टू आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन कि ये ग्लोरीफाइड है इतना.
Yeah, I think it is glorified because during those times, older people by definition knew more than younger people, because their way of life was exactly the same. The way Dashrath lived his life was exactly how Ram lived his life.
Or glorified.
It is glorified because during those times, I would say that the probability of a parent being right about something was more than 95% or something. I don't know the exact data, because see, the way of living your life was very static back then, right? As I gave you the example, instead of the farmer, let's say now if you are born as a kshatriya, as a warrior class person, so your father has already done all the things that you are gonna be doing in your life, whether it is learning how to use a bow and arrow, learning how to use a sword, learning how to fight with your hands, or strategies that you are supposed to use during war and during diplomacy. That
कोई ड्रोन तो ऐड होने नहीं वाला, वो सब वही चलने वाला.
And I think that was the reason why it was glorified.
I agree with you completely, अभिजीत, और ये अच्छा पॉइंट है. मगर still glorified, उसके बारे में क्या बोलेगा तू?
Couldn't hear you.
It is glorified.
I think it is still glorified because still for see, we are looking at this from our point of view. Okay, for kids who grew up in cities, who grew up in middle class or upper middle class families, where and
हाँ,
see, we think
पंगा ही
our
अपना
our
ना,
our
पंगा ही
हाँ,
अपना.
our way of living our life is very different from our parents' way of living life. But that is still
हाँ, सबसे ज्यादा substantial change
but
हमें
that is
आ
हाँ,
रहा
that
है.
is still not true for majority of Indians. I,
हाँ, not true, I agree, but मैं अपनी बात ही कर
that's
सकता हूँ
true.
ना
That's true.
अभी.
I have
समझ
a
रहे तू?
first cousin. Okay, my Masi's son. My
हम्म.
Masi's son is
हम्म.
he must be 18 years old now. He just finished his 12th standard, and all
हम्म.
his life he has grown up in a village, in a small village where you can't even get tap water. You have
हम्म.
to go to the well
ओके.
to get water using a matka.
हाँ. हम्म.
Okay, and you
हम्म.
you have to go to the field for doing potty. Like now in the
हम्म.
recent 1 or 2 years, they have been getting toilets at their homes. But so
हम्म.
and he has been working with the parents of the family. He has been working on the farm. He has
हम्म.
been milking the cows, taking care of the cattle,
हम्म.
and he still
हम्म.
does that despite being 18 years old in
हम्म.
India in 2020. The only difference
हम्म.
is he has
हम्म.
a mobile phone and he has internet connection and he has a TV.
हम्म.
But other than that, his way of living life
हम्म.
is still very similar to his parents' way of living life. And he is
There
living
are
in
many
the
people.
exact same house that his mom grew up in, and his mom grew up in the
हम्म.
exact same house that her parents grew up in.
हम्म.
So for I
हम्म.
think
हम्म.
we still have this remnant of parental authority in our culture because Indian still majority of Indian people are living very static lives. Static in the sense conventional lives, I would say. Their way of living life is very
हम्म.
similar to their parents' way. So naturally their parents know more about things than they do, right? Their parents know more about farming than they do. Their parents know more about living in a village and dealing with the village politics. Yeah.
हम्म.
We face this dilemma because we have come out of that lifestyle, and now like the more urbanization spreads in India and the more modernization spreads in India, I think more and more kids of our age will face this problem.
हम्म.
Yeah.
So the next question is, what about children leaving their parents'
Hmm.
house early or late
Hmm.
enough? How would you justify or not? Like, how would you justify that?
Yeah, that is a very it's a very touchy topic, right? Because on one hand, you want
Is that also influenced by the same philosophy of society of making parents, like, is it making parents more dependable upon their children?
I think in earlier times, children were very much dependent on their parents for the first
Hmm.
30 years of their lives because as I said in the more traditional societies, your father always knows more than you,
Hmm.
so you are
Hmm.
dependent on him much more than an urban person. So
Hmm.
for the first 30 years of their lives they were heavily dependent on their parents, whether it is and mainly for decision making, because again
Hmm.
coming back to the same point, older people were almost by default wiser than younger people because they had been through the same things that their kids are going through.
Hmm.
And then and then again, because in an agrarian society, as you grow older you are less and less able to work on a farm or take care of the cattle and do physically demanding activities. You become more and more dependent on your children.
हाँ,
So in a country where
सही बात है.
majority of the population is still of farmers, this is still the case in our society where
Basically, parents आज के जो है, they are also not that much dependent, and children are also not that much dependent upon their parents. Basically, what
no,
you're
it
trying to
depends
say.
on where you stay. If you stay in a village,
हाँ, वही मैं
you
बोल रहा
work as a
हूँ.
farmer.
But it will definitely be better than the previous medieval times, na?
No, I think
The average I'm talking about. The average I'm talking about of the world
hmm.
or of India.
I think as people, as our society becomes more urbanized and modernized, children will be less and less dependent on their parents for resources and for decision making.
Yes,
But I don't know
yes.
how parents will deal with this change. I don't know how that is gonna happen.
Parents will also be less dependent. Imagine yourself. Will you be dependent
I
upon
won't
your
be, but what
children?
about my parents? What about the generation of
That is what is like a sequence of generation. Now in your family, if you are the first generation to be less dependent upon your children, there may be another family which has had this
that's
time
true.
of their familial
That's true.
cycle
That's true.
maybe
That is
earlier.
true. Yeah,
So the thing is, everyone will have one step, but they will have to
that
reach
is true.
there
So there is gonna be
to be less dependent upon
hmm.
their children.
So there is gonna be at least one generation in every family
Yeah,
who
yeah,
will be left by
yes,
their children, essentially, right?
yes. Left by the children, or they will be maybe
See, because
uh,
while growing up,
not
see, because
left by the children.
while growing up, they weren't expecting this, right? When someone envisions their life, when someone envisions their life story during their childhood, they used to think that now my parents are taking care of me. I will get older, I will become independent, and I will take care of my parents. And when I will grow older, my children will take care of me. That is what they had thought when they were
Hmm.
growing up. But
Hmm.
now their children have different plans. Now their children want to move abroad. Now their children want to move to a different city. And
Hmm.
there is always going to be
Hmm.
at least one generation which
And what this generation will think is that I will never, or I may give my children the freedom of doing whatever they want because he or she himself or herself had the
yeah,
same
that's
feeling.
true, that is true. So I think every
So there will be one generation will be which will be fucked up basically.
yes, one generation of parents and one generation of kids. I think because there comes
Uh,
one point in the lineage of a family where there has to be this dissociation, because before that all kids were dependent on their parents and all parents were dependent on their kids. There was this codependence
yeah. Maybe the thing happened in Europe
earlier, right?
way
That's true,
before.
man. It definitely, I'm
Yeah,
sure it must have happened there at some point.
that is the point
Yes.
exactly. Hmm.
So
This lineage cycle is the
so
point,
one generation
not the cycle, but the chain, I suppose.
so one
Yeah,
generation of kids is gonna have to break away from this bond and try to be more independent, and one generation of parents is gonna suffer and be vulnerable or left behind.
but I would like to point out that it will not necessarily be suffering or breaking away. In the sense, what matters is what is in your head. What are you expecting
Hmm.
of your children, and what your children are expecting of
Hmm.
you. So, like, you can have your children have
Hmm.
that freedom to move out. But what if you are also happy to move along with them and they are also happy to move along with
Hmm.
you? What I'm trying to say. Are you getting my point? It's not always
Hmm.
suffering, it's about the
That is true.
psychology.
That is true.
Suffering will be
No, but I
physical
was
for me.
saying,
It will always be
no,
physical
I was
suffering.
saying that in our Indian way of living, parents do expect that one day they will grow old and their kids will take care of them, right? Majority of the parents have this belief.
No,
I'm
but
sure
what
there
if
is
you're
a.
able to make your parents understand that you want to move out
Hmm.
and this is what matters to you and you are very passionate about this and they understand it back and
Hmm.
still they are of that generation who expected you to live by them.
I think that will be a minority. I
That
think
will be a minority. That
yes.
will be a minority.
Yeah,
110%
because
agreed.
one
That
more
will be a minority.
because one more reason for this is one more thing that is, I would say, unique to our societies, our Eastern societies, is how much resources and expectations parents put on
Huh,
their children. I
huh.
mean, most of the times, parents, instead of having a personal dream of their own, as soon as
Hmm.
they have kids, they start dreaming for their children.
Yes, they do. It's
So
like their life ends once their
yeah,
children are born.
that's true. That's true. And then now all of their dreams are dependent on their children. Ki one day my child will grow up and do this. One day my child will grow up and do that. Like
Hmm.
their ambitions ended when they had a family, and now all of their
Hmm.
ambitions depend on their kids. And then when this child grows up and wants to live in a different house or live in a different city and leave behind his or her parents, then they
Hmm.
feel extremely heartbroken. What do you think about that?
I think that your point makes sense, obviously, but I think it all depends upon the communication which the child and the parents will have. What I'm trying
Hmm.
to say is one of them will have to be very mature. It can be the child or it can be the parents.
Hmm.
Like necessarily it is not that the parents have to be more mature. It can be the child also.
Hmm.
So the communication will matter a lot.
Hmm.
Most of the times I think it is depicted in the mass media and the movies like बागबान ने तो मतलब गांडी ले ली ना सबकी.
मैंने देखा नहीं, मेरे को
मतलब
पता नहीं.
हाँ वो अच्छा किया नहीं देखा. तो बेसिकली बेसिकली एक एक फिलॉसफी ऐसी है कि मतलब जो पेरेंट्स को छोड़ के जाते हैं वो बच्चे गलत हैं गंदे हैं.
Hmm.
समझ रहा है ये है मास मास कंसेप्ट है ये.
Hmm. Hmm.
तो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से इज कि वो कम्युनिकेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है यार.
That's true.
तुम अपनी फीलिंग्स बिकॉज योर पेरेंट्स विल नेवर वांट एनीथिंग बैड फॉर यू. दे विल ऑलवेज विश द बेस्ट फॉर यू. दैट इज फॉर श्योर.
No, but that does not mean that their life is not gonna have this vacuum when you leave, right?
या बट द
They are gonna
कम्युनिकेशन
still
विल
be
मैटर
they
हियर.
are still gonna be very hurt. See,
They
let's say
will be
that
hurt.
your.
They will be hurt. But what I am saying is
Hmm.
like moving out and meeting them regularly or irregularly or occasionally will be better than moving out with a fight and never meeting them just
That
to
is true.
achieve your dreams or follow your passions.
That is true. Of course, that is true. I agree.
Like the breakup, how you break up will matter
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
in this relationship. It has to be a cordial breakup, and
That's
it
true.
doesn't have to be a breakup. It can be a long distance relation.
That's true. That's true.
You can
I
maintain
have.
a long. If you can
Hmm.
maintain it with your girlfriend, why not with your parents?
That's true.
So the communication will matter, and there will be one generation. So coming back to our point, there will be one generation of parents and one generation of kids who will
Hmm.
face this transition,
Hmm. Hmm.
and the communication is key in both of these situations.
Yeah. I have one more question.
Hmm.
So now, see, when we will grow up, our
Hmm.
our
Hmm.
life will have other things to do.
Hmm.
Let's say when
Hmm.
we are 60 years old, our life won't be completely dependent on our children. So even when our children leave, we will have
Hmm.
other things to do. We will have hobbies. We will have
Yes.
a friend
Hopefully.
circle. But
Hmm.
what about the what about the parents now, what can we as children do to make them better prepared for that life? Because in other Western countries there are old age homes where old people
Mm-hmm.
can live together with other old people, so they will have company of similar aged people, similar minded people, where they can do activities together, they can play games together with people of their
Mm-hmm.
age. But if you look at our society today, most of the
Mm-hmm.
old people are completely dependent on their kids and their grandkids. they don't they don't have old age homes in India, and putting your parents in old age homes is considered to be the most brutal and terrible thing you can do.
It's a
There are
taboo almost.
yeah, there are no good positive old
Mm-hmm.
age communities where, see, because
Mm-hmm.
when you're, now I don't know about your parents, but my parents, see, there is a difference between the kind of friendships we have, the kind of social relationships we have, and the kind of social relationships people from our parents generation have. they are
Mm-hmm.
they are friendly with the neighbors, they have friends from school or college that they are in touch with, but they
Mm-hmm.
don't, at least my parents, they don't meet that often, they don't have long conversations that often. Their conversations are
वो तो
mostly
वो जनरल है मेरे को लगता है वो
हाँ
मतलब
नहीं, so
majority
नहीं, because
majority
while growing up their life was more family oriented, so they are closer to their siblings, they are more
हम्म
close to their parents,
हम्म
their cousins, their brothers and
हम्म
sisters. So my question is, how can we prepare our parents to live as healthy, independent old people?
independent
Because in Western countries, the old people are also independent because they also left their homes, right?
हम्म
So they have old age homes where they play card games together, they hang out with other old people of their same age. But there I see so many old people in my own area, in my neighborhood, who are just sitting alone or they sit with their grandkids. I rarely see old people hanging out with other old people. Now maybe I don't know, maybe it's specific to my society, but I don't see,
नहीं नहीं
I never see 10 old people hanging out together in a group or doing a group activity together, you know. I always see old
हाँ
people with their kids or their grandkids more. So, what can you and I do to make our parents more prepared for life as an independent old person?
देख इसके लिए मेरे पास एक एक क्वेश्चन है फर्स्ट तेरे लिए कि basically what you're asking is basically don't you think it depends upon the the psyche of the parents themselves, like some parents are very matlab, if you go to rural areas also na, if you go into villages there are some people like old people who say that we don't need any help from anyone.
Hmm.
They're so full of what do you say, अणख एक वर्ड होता है पंजाबी में, like the pride in
Hmm.
in themselves. So it depends upon the person also. Some people don't want to be helped, like, and some people are dependent.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But getting back to your question, what I think to make our parents independent in the future and to make them enjoy their lives more and maybe independently, what we can do is instill confidence in them. Like we are there for you, and making sure that they are financially independent. That's the two best things I think we can do. Like
No, but
making
to be
sure that,
honest,
yeah,
I don't think that being financially independent is enough, because I see this today. I see this in present times. I
but
used
what do
to
you want?
see. I'll tell you. I'll give you an example. I used
Hmm.
to stay in the hostel during my internship. So for 1 year, more than a year actually, I stayed
Hmm.
away from my family. Okay, and I was in
Hmm.
Mumbai itself. So on weekends, I
Hmm.
used to visit my family. And
Hmm.
my sister studies in Rajasthan.
Hmm.
So she's doing her graduation in Rajasthan. So
Okay.
my mother was suddenly left completely alone.
Hmm.
Her daughter
Hmm.
also left, and her son also left. And now for more
Hmm.
than 1 year, she was completely alone at home. And since she is a housewife, my
Hmm.
dad used to go to work, and now all day my mom is alone at home. And she
Hmm.
used to feel very lonely, and I used to feel terrible that
Hmm.
my mother is lonely and she is suffering, and I should
Hmm.
spend more time with her, or maybe I should move back to my house. And this, I'm talking about this guilt that
Maybe,
many,
maybe we
this,
should, yeah, I'm getting your point. Maybe we should rejuvenate or rekindle their interests, and maybe
exactly.
we should,
That is my, yes, that is exactly what I'm trying to say.
maybe we should make them adolescent or maybe young adults again by
Because
taking effort and
till
putting, like, telling them that we are there for you. You do whatever
yes,
you want.
no, because till recently, okay, till both of our kids went to graduation college or
I'm
degree
getting your
college,
point. Exactly. That's a good
till
point.
till then till this time, her entire life revolved around her kids. Her
Mm,
life's
same.
purpose was to take care of her kids. But now that her kids don't need her anymore on a day-to-day
वो
basis,
अपना
what is
काम है
she supposed to do?
अभिजीत, वो अपना ही
Hmm.
काम है, बिकॉज अपनी अपनी माएँ ऐसी हैं
Hmm.
कि उनको, दे हैव लेफ्ट एवरीथिंग फॉर अस,
Hmm.
तो ये अपनी ड्यूटी बनती है ना.
So that is what I'm asking you. How can we make them more independent now? Or how
Now
can we
that is
encourage them to
that point again resurfaces that younger people can have knowledge more than elders. So
yes, that's
you
true.
will know how she can be again rekindled, how her passions can be made into a activity which she can perform,
Hmm.
which she can do, or
Yeah,
which maybe
yeah.
she can gain something out of.
That's true because initially when I had left from home, I the
Hmm.
first few weeks she was extremely lonely and she had nothing to do and she used to feel
Hmm.
terrible all day. Then
बहुत
slowly I
बड़ा
started encouraging her.
ट्रांजिशन है.
So then I started encouraging her to go to the gym. I made
Hmm.
her join a gym and paid for a year's membership. I encouraged her
Hmm.
to go for walks in the nearby garden every day. And then
Hmm.
slowly, when she started doing these activities, she started going for a yoga class. And then that's where
Hmm.
she started meeting other people of her age.
Hmm.
And that, so once she started doing activities with people of her age, she started feeling less lonely. And that youth was rejuvenated again, I
Hmm.
would say.
Same applies for my mother also. My mother used to teach us, like she used to do everything for us. And when we left, like my sister was also a medical student. I was a medical student. My brother was a medical student. When we all went to medical colleges, she
Hmm.
had nothing to do.
Hmm.
So I told her, like we sat down and we talked about starting teaching as a profession, maybe like not a profession,
Hmm.
but teaching neighborhood kids.
Hmm. Hmm.
So she started teaching and she was very happy.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we
yeah.
had to put in the effort because she wouldn't do it because
Hmm.
that is human nature. Na? She has
That's true.
been through a routine for so long. It's very difficult to take.
Hmm.
So you
Yes,
will have to
yes.
do something out of the box extraordinary to make a change.
Yeah, yeah. So this is one more thing that our listeners might find helpful because I'm sure many people of our age
Yes,
are
yes,
going through this
100%.
phase, so they
And our
can
mothers
encourage their
are
parents to.
mostly being affected that way
Yeah, yeah. I think mothers are affected more with this,
more
especially
than fathers.
if your mother is a housewife, their lives are
Yes,
affected much more than others.
totally
Because
agreed.
in our societies, mothers are their lives revolve around their kids completely.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's I think it's our responsibility as kids.
सोसाइटी तो वैसे भी लेडीज को जज करने के लिए बैठी हुई है. So उनको इतना जज किया जाता है कि they have to do every social, like they have to follow every social obligation which they are,
Mm-hmm.
like they are expected to do. They are
And
expected to
again,
they are expected to sacrifice. for
And
God's sake.
again, now coming back to the previous point,
Hmm.
when women are more financially independent,
Hmm.
they do not have to follow these expectations and these obligations. They have
Yeah.
the choice, they have the freedom to choose whether or not to
Yes.
follow the expectations of their relatives, of the society around them.
Hmm.
Yeah. So as people become more independent, they get a choice of whether or not to conform with the society around you.
Yes.
And I think
And
as our
communicate,
country
because you
country
end up
becomes more,
breaking hearts then, I think.
sorry.
I think communication is key because unless or until you communicate, you'll end up breaking hearts.
Hmm.
That is not what is expected, na? We should always be happy in the end.
Yeah, and I think it is the responsibility of the person who is becoming independent
Yes.
to try to empathize with the people who are not.
The person who's bringing a change.
No, I was saying that the person who is bringing the change
Yes.
also has the responsibility to try to understand the older generation
Okay.
and
100%.
take care of them. Not only
Yes.
understand but also take care of them.
He has to sell his product of
Yeah,
moving up. He has to make them convinced
yeah,
in a way that they are not going to be sad, they are not going to be not looked after, or they are not going to be not loved anymore.
yeah. That's true. That's true.
So he is the one who's.
That is a big confusion that I think is very prevalent in our society. That if someone becomes independent, they will no longer need you, and then hence they will no longer love you.
But that is what you have to communicate.
That is applicable to women also. Husbands feel insecure that if my wife starts earning, if my
Hmm.
wife becomes independent, she will no longer need me, and hence she will
Hmm.
no longer love me. And parents also feel the same
Hmm.
way about kids.
Hmm.
So it's our responsibility as independent people to comfort them and to give them that assurance that we will
Yes,
still need you and we will still love you.
100% agreed.
Yeah,
So I think that wraps it up.
yeah. That was a good ending
That was
to
a
this
good
topic.
discussion, and I think that that point of chronological chain of a family and kids getting independent,
Hmm.
and this ending of how parents and children are expected to be convinced and communicated with to talk about love and communication. I think that ends it all, the discussion.
Yes, yes.
What do you say? Do you have any
Yeah, I
closing
think
remarks?
no, I think this was a very good point to end the conversation.
Yeah, it's the duty of the. What do they say in legal terms? The obligation of proof lies on the defendant. I don't know what was the line.
Yeah, even I don't remember now.
Yeah, let it be.
Yes, and if any of our listeners have to add any points or if they have any extra questions that they would like us to discuss about, they can message us or comment in the videos, and maybe we can make a part two because I think this topic is close to the hearts of many children of our age and of our generation.
Hmm.
So maybe they have some more topics in mind, or maybe they have some more suggestions in mind about
Yeah,
which they would want us to talk about. So we can even make a part two of this video because even I feel that, like, even I'm trying to remember whether or not I have missed the point, or maybe there is some other
yeah.
aspect that
Actually, I have
we should
so many
also
points
address.
to make also,
Ha ha. Yeah.
but I think this will be enough for this podcast.
Yeah, for this podcast, yes. We'll make a part two if our audiences want us
Yeah,
to.
our audience should post questions if they want us to discuss.
Yes. So it was
Okay
nice
then,
having this conversation with you, Saransh.
Dr. Abhijit.
Yes. And we'll see you guys again in the next episode of the Action Potential podcast.
Yeah,
Good night.
good night. Take care. Bye.